Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. How are you all? I hope you are all well and enjoying painting. Today, I'm painting the blue yellow finch bird. This is the last bird to paint on my canvas. I've already painted the sparrow and the robin. If you would like to see those tutorials, they are on my channel. Okay, so let's get started. The colours I'm using today: cadmium yellow, fluoro yellow or a bright light yellow, cerulean blue, grey, titanium white, burnt umber and black. The brushes I'm using: a small round brush, a small filbert brush and a fine liner brush. I'm starting with a mix of dark grey-black to paint the dark base markings on the bird's head, also the chest stripe and the tail markings. I also paint a mix of light grey for the side of the bird's face. I then mix the fluoro yellow with a touch of grey to paint in the base coat on the bird's body. Then, with light grey, I start to add feather details to the patch on the side of the bird's face. I also add light grey where the eye will go. I use my fine liner brush to loosely paint in the legs and the feet. I mix yellow with grey and start to build up more feather details on the bird's body. I mix more grey shades and begin to paint in the feather shapes onto the tail and onto the wings, varying the different shades. I'm using short, thin strokes, and I'm adding darker greys with a touch of blue to create more shadow areas. I mix a pale grey with a touch of light blue and add more feather details along the back and also to the sides along the wings. I vary the shade and shapes. I'm dabbing the paint onto the bird and I pull each brush stroke in the direction of the feathers. This creates the look of the feather shapes. You will see the underlayers of your paint, so don't worry if you feel that you are covering up your feathers. Just add more feather shapes on top with a lighter or darker shade. As the more layers you add, the more realistic the bird will look. I mix yellow with grey and start to build up more feather details on the bird's body. I also mix a grey shade and begin to paint feather shapes onto the tail and the wings. I'm using short, thin strokes, and I'm adding darker greys with a touch of blue to create shadow areas. on keeping the chest and tummy area a lighter yellow than on the back area. I mix a pale yellow to add more feather details to the back of the neck area and also to the sides. I'm dabbing the paint onto the bird to create the look of feather shapes. Don't worry if you feel that you are covering up your shadows or feather shapes. Just add more feather shapes with a lighter or a darker shade. The more layers you add, the more realistic the bird will look. After I've added the darker feathers, I add the lighter feathers using light yellow with a touch of white. I also add some white grey highlight feathers to the wings and the back. I go over the bird and add more shadows or highlights if needed. I also go over the legs and the feet using a mix of raw sienna and grey. Then, using a mix of light grey, I paint in the eyelids with a fine liner brush, and I also add shading to the beak in light grey. I'm just adding the final details. Okay everyone, I've now finished my painting. I do hope you've enjoyed my video tutorial, and I hope you have found it helpful with your own paintings. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon with my next video. Take care everyone. Bye for now.